a little bit of a look to see what he was saying. Alright, let's do this, guys. Welcome to MaSa versus Cass. How are we all feeling today? Hopefully good as we continue our way through this OSC Championship group. As we have to the top left-hand side our blue Terran player, it's MaSa. And he is going up against the red Terran player to the bottom right-hand side of the map. It is Cass. Welcome back to our matches, and again we continue to move on through these. So currently MaSa versus Cass, and then after this MaSa versus Jon Snow. Then we're going to have Jon Snow versus Volts, Jon Snow versus Pili Pili, and Keen versus MaSa as well. Pretty fun set of matches, honestly. It's should be a lot of fun, honestly, more or less. I think there should be some good games still. Should be an interesting matchup as well, this TvT between two players who are very, I don't know, it's kind of like you don't, I kind of feel as though it's always hard to judge where MaSa is at, and it's hard to know where Cass is at as well, because he seems to be very good, and then he doesn't perform in events, but then he still does win against some of the very best. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, we are into this now. Is SCV just going to poke at the SCV of Cass or MaSa? Poking away, we're going to see another SCV coming in and a CC. Currently just dropping down for MaSa to expand early. Cass will be doing the same, so both of them Reaper expanding here. Neither of them going to go for that kind of aggressive sort of option that you usually have in this sort of game. So both of them just expanding early on. We'll see what the builds will lead into, of course. It's actually already a slight diversion between the two of them. With a second Reaper coming up from MaSa is a bit of a safer way to go than instantly going into the reactor here. MaSa is looking for a Reaper pickoff with this SCV leading the charge. Will soak the first shot of the Reaper, so he gets the first shot. He gets two shots initially. Oh, this is already so bad for Cass right now, because if he loses this Reaper, of course, well, then he doesn't have anything else coming up, because the reactor is still built. The factory is just coming up. He already loses the SCV on the command center, so MaSa already taking a slight lead here in the early stages. The Reaper is back on the high ground, waiting for the next little kind of stage or next couple of units to come out. As we have another Reaper coming across the map. Reaper actually gets blown back. Maybe MaSa a little bit afraid of the potential second Reaper from Cass. Coming up this round now, MaSa will get blasted again, but he will once again get another SCV. That's a really nice pickoff. Starport on the way up currently in the main base, and we are going to be seeing the Reaper and the Helene gathering together. Coming back in, we're going to see grenades going down. It's going to be a Marine getting picked off, actually, so Marine does get picked away at. But now the Helene obviously really helps to shut this down, as back at home MaSa just went straight towards the Cyclone. His Starport starts to come up as well. Look how far ahead his CC is. I mean, he's already finished morphing into an orbital and dropping mules before this CC even finishes up, so quite a little lead there from MaSa, really establishing himself a small advantage in the early stages. And now Cyclone's coming through, and we'll see what the next stage of this game brings for both of us. Again, it was a delayed starport from MaSa. Cass starport that a little bit faster, and already building up a Liberator here, so Liberator already on the way out. You see the Reaper and the Hellion is going to be pushing those two Reapers of MaSa away, so a couple of Reapers of MaSa get pushed away up the right side, and you're going to see the Cyclone again still at the front to see what's going to be next. He's going to try and hop back up once again. This Hellion is super low, by the way. He actually could get... Not! Okay, chases it now. The Hellion gets picked off, and this Reaper does go down too. Oh my god, the grenade got the kill. 1 HP. That Reaper gets away. Cass able to push this back and stabilize just a little bit here. Command center from MaSa is about halfway done as well, as he goes into a third CC already. I mean, that's what Cass is going to do too, but you can just see the kind of the lead that MaSa has in terms of the time of the third base is kind of shown too. The tank here is going to help to push this Reaper back, and the SCV is still taking a few more shots. SCV Reaper gets picked off as the Liberator coming into the main base. We'll be looking to set up in the next couple of moments. See, just here's the Viking. A couple of these Cyclones going to get to work and be able to pick away the Liberator nice and quickly. Barrack's going to throw down a tech lab here, and another couple of racks going to get placed as well, and just going to be seeing MaSa still Let's just see what indeed is next to him. A siege tank coming up on either side, a +1 weapon upgrade already starting up from Cass. That's a small advantage that he will take in this, because I don't think MaSa even has an engineering bay just yet. Two Cyclones going to move in towards the middle, and, well, obviously MaSa looking to see what else he can maybe get done here as he just looks to take this map control and hold this over the next few moments. What's up, PJJ1963 with the Twitch Prime sub in the chat. Got some Wardy hearts in the chat for PJJ. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime on the channel. Appreciate. Thank you very much, as we do have the third command center now from MaSa moving down into location. And that's something which he does have advantage of, with the fact that he holds the kind of the map advantage, or the map control advantage, with those Cyclones being out here. Liberator Siege is up too, and everything is just about MaSa at the moment. He is playing very well so far, as those few Marines from these couple of tanks will maybe want to come on in trying to fight against us. The two Cyclones do indeed pull away over the right hand side. This is his Stimpak on the way up, +1/+1 upgrades coming in from MaSa still. Another couple of barracks too. Into the middle of the map, these two Cyclones are going to be very nearly picking off this Cyclone of Cass. The Cyclone is super low. He's going to get the kill on it now. He's going to float away over to this left hand side. The SCVs get picked off. This Liberator again pushed away down to the south, and it's going to be seeing the another tank sieging up. But Cass again behind in the majority of ways right now. He has a faster +1 attack, but that's really about it. He's 10 workers down. He's down in army supply as well, and we are just going to be seeing the two Cyclones still coming down the right and going to be looking to see what they can get up to, starting to fight their way through this orbital command center. So orbital starting to take some damage. Taking a few more shots as MaSa going to go for a bit of a bigger push onto the map now. So a bit of a bigger push coming onto the map. Will MaSa be able to just shut Cass down right here, make use of this army supply lead that he has? He starts up combat shields immediately, something which Cass has not done just yet. Obviously won't make much of a difference for this fight. He's going to continue to fight their way through this. Those rocks are going to get knocked down, and again access will be given to these Marines and these tanks. But tanks are in position, right? And tanks are very hard to attack into, so MaSa might not be able to do much yet. But at the same time, he loads up Marines and tanks into medevacs. And if he gets a chance to drop into this natural, obviously that could be kind of deadly. I'm actually going to see medevacs going to fly past each other in a moment, and it does benefit Cass a little bit more, because these Marines are going to have to be, you know, cut and load and chase. A little bit more kind of mobile than the kind of the tanks here. So we actually see those tanks do get into the natural, though. Cass never responded to seeing this drop. And so now already we're going to be seeing these tanks going huge. Target fires the Marines as well. Oh my god, he already killed 10 workers, and it's just going to increase here. So those SCVs continue to get pushed away. More tanks and Marines up on this side as well. And they're going to load up, and actually he realizes the Marines aren't here, so he's going to drop on top of the siege tanks. And this is going to be a lot of damage dealt here by MaSa, who honestly is just going to break through. Clean play from him. However, there is a drop across the map. That's one thing that's going to start catching him off guard here just a little bit. He was not ready for this, so he will now stim his Marines in, and he will be able to save the CC. And that will be when Cass just decides to GG out, realizing that he has no option or no way to kind of keep himself in this. To the top right hand side of Blackpink, our blue Terran player, give it up if you're cheering on Cass. He's up against the red Terran player, the bottom left hand side, MaSa. Stab Bouncing Cow's balloon. Oh my god. But does Bouncing Cow even have a balloon? I don't think Bouncing Cow subbed this weekend. Bouncing Cow was subbed before this weekend, right? I don't think he even has a balloon to stab. Stop saying such horrible things, or suggesting such horrible things. It's not what this stream is about. We're not about stabbing balloons. You guys have a real obsession with killing the balloons, I swear. This has been on my mind. Go balloon swimming? I'm gonna hurt myself. Someone surprised you with 99 red balloons on your birthday. Did you swim in them though, Alba? Where's the balloon cam? Well, we got rid of the balloon cam because it's not sell-out birthday weekend anymore, but we can bring it back. We could even have a live in-game balloon cam if you guys were super hyped for it. Which, I don't know why you would be. Like we could do. Oh, the balloon cam's not facing the right way even. Oh my god. No! Balloon cam resumes. Balloon cam, the return. Whew. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have that game though. Yeah, massive power balloons. Otherwise, like, I'm not saying I'm gonna jump on the balloons, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna like fall into the balloons. I'm saying I feel like lying in the balloons and throwing them around or something. Like, I'm not gonna, trust me, I'm not gonna jump on top of them because that would probably hurt. I'm pretty sure they would just all like move to the side as I go through them and just separate. So it would literally be like face planting the ground. But I really wanna just lie down like in them, like slowly lie down into them, and then just like throw them around or something. I think that could be really fun. Yeah, but you got surprised by 99 red balloons. I wanna know if you went balloon throwing. Was it fun? Did you do anything with them? Was it just annoying? I can imagine so many situations here. Anyways, this game, by the way, 2.5 minutes in, we are going to see the Reaper on Reaper action. And this time, MaSa does not get the better end of this, to the point where he actually runs up to the high ground. He gets intercepted by a second Reaper, though. So a second Reaper comes through, and the two Reapers now from Cass will be able to start heading out across down to the lower left-hand side. So he'll go and see what he can do in the next few moments. Cass is already building the third CC, so he really isn't messing around with his timings here. Just straight into free CC, didn't even go up to double gas. Meanwhile, MaSa has a bit more of a standard setup with the 1-1-1. Hellion in position to try and get those Reapers. That wasn't a full wall off there though, so the Reapers are able to get up. The Reaper coming in as well though, he should be able to get at least one of those Reaper kills. And he does manage to do that nicely. The grenades helped to save the other one, don't think it was necessary, but still nice that he got a little bit of damage onto it. There is the Cyclone from Cass now on the way up. So Cyclone of Cass on the way up, a Cyclone of MaSa on the way out in the main base as well. Yeah, and just Cass with this super fast bird, and we'll see what the Medivac on the way out. Well, that's interesting then. I wonder if he just goes Medivac, Cyclone, Widow Mine, and 2 Marines. It's a weird combo, but could do quite a bit. Obviously, this is how MaSa will aim to do some damage. With his faster starport, he should be looking to try and do something to punish Cass on the free CC. Question is, what's it going to be? Pop them with fire? No, no, no. That sounds dangerous. My office is messy? No. I have an organized pile of stuff that needs to be taken out of the office. Is what it is. My office is really clean. It's really tidy. It's just I have a few boxes and stuff that don't need to be here anymore. I just haven't gotten rid of them yet, so I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I want to roll around the balloons. Yeah, I do. Sounds incredibly fun. I just don't know if it actually is going to be fun, which is why I was asking for some advice from someone who'd had a load of balloons before. PP, MaSa is getting lag. Ooh, on central. We should probably be on east. Ay, ay, ay. I have the least ping out of everyone. I have 115. Wow, my ping on Central is so good. It's crazy. Maybe we just have a break segment where we put the balloon cam on. And we just play 99 love balloons. 99 take love balloons. And we just roll around in balloons. I mean, it's kind of funny. We just, I don't know, like, I just haven't ever seen a stack of balloons in real life before. And now they're literally taking up, like, an entire corner of my office. Sorry, I know all I'm doing is talking about balloons, but we're in a pause at the moment and just waiting to get resumed. When we do resume, action is going to be kicking off with a medevac going in towards the main base in the next few moments. Let's see what's going to happen. We have a cast to ready up here. And we resume. Alright, so the medevac into the main from MaSa. Let's see if you can get something done with this. As the Cyclone and 4 Marines going to be coming in, beginning to unload already. An SCV going down to slow down the starport, but double Cyclone in the main should be good. Meanwhile, a Hellion, a Reaper, and a Widowmine trying going towards the natural expansion. That doesn't seem to do too much. I mean, he gets the Reaper in, the Widowmine's going to burrow too, which should be 1 SCV kill. Again, it's nothing too major, and that medevac did get pushed away. Actually lost the Cyclone. That's a little bit of a loss for MaSa. He even saw the 3rd CC, but his own 3rd CC coming up on location is actually a big deal because he has to spend less time floating it over. So that's a nice little something here, as we're going to be having the command center finishing up in the next few moments. And there is that Liberator from MaSa moving out towards the upper left-hand side. This medevac of his is coming back home. Again, stint back coming up from both players. The racks are going to be finishing up now momentarily. That reactor is about to finish, and some Marines can continue to come on out, and it's going to be seeing another couple of barracks starting up as well. Liberator is going to be coming all the way through the top, and we'll be sieging up shortly to try and get some further damage done. Again, just using like that kind of earlier starport that he had to try and do some damage here. Try and get some bits and pieces done. A couple of workers getting picked off. 3rd CC will land down into location here from Cass. Oh, the Cyclone is in position to catch that Liberator as it made its exit. Can he actually get away? Well, not if there's some Marines there. Liberator goes down. Nicely done here by Cass to catch MaSa. A little bit off guard. Well, as the 3rd CC's land all said and done, it's 50 workers apiece, so it comes out to be a fairly even game. Cass much further ahead on the upgrades, though. So much further ahead on the upgrades. We're going to be seeing the continue going. You see a second gas coming up on the left-hand side at the moment, so getting that going too. Stimpack going to be finishing up as well for MaSa, and lots of units gathering up together. There's a medevac starting to move out, as Cass is the one who's looking to be a little bit of an aggressor here for the moment. Again, tanks and a few Marines of MaSa are going to continue to come through the center, and we are going to be seeing these couple of Cyclones here with Cass as well. Cass go kind of, again, a weird kind of setup here with these couple of Cyclones going to come up the natural, drop onto the 3rd base as well. It's killing a few workers. MaSa's moving forward with his main army over here. He's actually going to load up his tanks into the medevac so he can drop them towards the natural position. He will be able to deny a gas from here, but his 3rd CC's been pushed away, so Cass is getting quite a bit done. Currently has the 1-1 upgrades, and he'll start 2-2 now as well. And so that means that MaSa really needs to kind of stay away from any sort of larger fight, because he will not win this without with an upgrade deficit. So he has to be very, very careful. I'm just going to be seeing another tank moving forwards. Tank's still firing, gets a few Marine kills. I mean, this is the kind of the scary part for Cass. It's not easy to be very patient in a situation like this, but he really does just have to be patient and rely on his own tank lines, make sure not too many of his Marines run into danger here. 2-2 upgrades on the way up at the moment. This tank just going to be sieging here, going to be seeing if SCV gets picked off. That's actually taking the engagement in right now, and he will be able to clean this out. Took a little while though, and to be fair, MaSa definitely got value out of those units. So now we're going to be seeing these couple of medevacs are going to be we'll continue across the map. So a couple of medevacs going across the map here, and the burn of the barracks is going to be dropping down onto this building reactor. 5 racks. It's actually funny, he moved the barracks off of a tech lab. He doesn't need a tech lab racks at this stage because he's already got his upgrades. So now he's going to have another tech lab 4 factory, and he's going to have 5 reactor racks. It's nice. It means there's a lot of Marine production. It makes sense. Going away a little little bit as we do see MaSa just caught out in the middle of the map. Cass having plenty here to push him back. Cass is definitely the one running away with this game. He's about to have 2-2 upgrades, and so again, with an upgrade lead like that in larger fights, Cass is definitely going to become the ability to be the aggressor, although he gets surrounded a little bit right now. The tanks don't actually siege from Cass at all. A little bit of a messy moment or two. Now he sieges up his tanks, and now he's going to be able to get something done. A couple of extra liberators on the way out in the main base. A lot more Marines from MaSa, but again, down these upgrades. Cass not starting his final set of upgrades, though, and that's one way MaSa can catch up, so Cass not taking advantage of the potential to go further with this upgrade lead. To create another kind of timing window for himself later. Now he does start that up, so it was just that he hadn't remembered. So we'll see the Cyclone tanks and Marines going to be able to work their way through the rocks. The rocks will fall. And again, the 4th command center from MaSa now going to be finishing building in the next couple of moments. Tanks still working their way through those rocks and just going to be able to push on in towards this 4th base here. A lot of Marines coming through, and Cass just has a little bit too much. Just going to be seeing these tanks able to win out in the fight. This tower goes down, and we're just going to be seeing the CC getting targeted down as well. So CC continue to get targeted, and we are going to be seeing the Marines of Cass able to push this back, and honestly just with way too much here. So he is going to be taking game number 2. Cass and MaSa are going to end up at a 1-1 score. Yeah, Cass looking good in this TvT. I mean, just kind of ahead from the opening and played it out nicely. A little bit dangerous here as he drops into the main, but is it going to matter? Well, the upgrades are now even. These tanks are not doing enough, and so Cass loses quite a bit. I mean, I guess he still cleans up a lot in the process. It's another 11 workers which he kills, and as he kills another 11 workers, even more units still getting set up. And it's more of them moving out in towards the center of the map, as we do see Cass will obviously have a pretty terrifying advantage in terms of the army size. A lot of Marines, a lot of tanks coming over. Gonna be attacking in towards that 3rd base in the next few moments. So Star goes down, we are going to see the tanks sieging up as well. Marines still trying to fight a little bit, more Marines pushing through from MaSa, and we're not going to see the 3rd CC continue to take a lot of damage, but obviously it's going to be maybe safe for now. I mean, even if it doesn't go down, it's another 18 workers. Cass with just another move in, sieging up and all the rest of it. +1 vehicle weapons from Cass will be continuing to come on through. Tanks going to lift up and reposition as a Liberator. Is going to be for now the one unit that MaSa can get out to push Cass away, but I mean, Cass doesn't even have to be that scared of it, and honestly, I mean, even just a couple of Vikings, which he does now start up, he's the player that can afford to build up a whole bunch of air units, whereas obviously MaSa really can't. It's just for now, it's kind of going to buy MaSa a little bit of time. It's going to buy him a few seconds, but not for too much longer than that. As Cass, his entire army now going to reinforce. MaSa gets a 4th base up once again, as Cass already has a 5th base finishing. Again, just another win, which you can see just how far ahead Cass is. Cass is just ahead to the point where he can realistically attack into what usually would be, you know, positions you wouldn't want to attack into. So you're going to see these tanks kind of out here on their own. He sees now the rest of the Marines coming back. I mean, he's still playing this cautiously. He doesn't want to throw away the advantage. He still needs to make sure that, you know, the fight's on completely terrible for himself. And that's just what he's trying to do right now. So though he will commit into this position, his tanks do begin to siege. And he's going to start spreading out a little bit. He has that upgrade lead as well still, and that is, again, also going a long way to helping out. He also just has straight up the tank advantage as he loads up those Marines and pulls them to the left side, just out of range of some of those tanks, and now you can stim on in, and there just isn't enough for MaSa to fight against this. Those Marines are going down as they drop out of the medevacs. Marine after Marine is dropping here, and that's going to be game. Cass takes game 2, and it is indeed 1-1 between MaSa and Casa. MaSa and Cass. I said MaSa and Casa.